Welcome back. Today, we're going on a journey, but maybe not the kind you're expecting. We're not just looking at the destinations, we are looking at how we get there. Yeah, we're diving deep into the world of public transport, but from a traveler's perspective. So, think about it. When you're traveling, is a bus or a train just a utility, a simple A to B machine that just gets you from your hotel to the next big site? Is that really all it is? I think we both know the answer is no. It's so much more. Hopping on a local train, a tram, or a city bus, that can actually be one of the most real and memorable parts of your trip. It's where you see the unfiltered day-to-day rhythm of a place.
Okay, so let's start big. Let's talk about the titans of transport, the systems that completely change what it means to travel across a country. These are the high-speed champions.
What's so cool is that each country's high-speed rail has its own vibe. You've got Japan's Shinkansen, which is just this global icon of speed and being on time. Then there's France's TGV, zipping you out from Paris to anywhere in the country. South Korea's KTX basically makes the whole country feel like a suburb of Seoul, and Taiwan's HSR shrinks the island down to a quick 2-hour trip. And then you have Italy's Frecciarossa, which honestly feels like a scenic tour through history itself.
Let's just talk about the Shinkansen for a second. In Japan, it's not just how you get from Tokyo to Kyoto. For so many visitors, riding the bullet train is a bucket list item. It's famous for being crazy fast, spotlessly clean, and so punctual you could literally set your watch to it. It's a huge part of the modern Japanese experience.
But, not all high-speed adventures are the same. Let's compare. In Japan, you get the absolute peak of efficiency. It's precise, it's fast, though fair warning, it can get packed. But in Italy, riding the Frecciarossa is a totally different story. It's all about comfort, and the views as you glide between cities like Florence and Rome are just stunning. But, well, it might not always be on time. One is a marvel of pure engineering. The other is basically a rolling cultural tour.
Okay, so let's zoom in now. We're going from those big cross-country journeys and diving right into the heart of the city, exploring those iconic urban systems that are just as famous as the landmarks they take you to. Seriously, these aren't just subway lines, they're like living, breathing characters. You've got the historic London Tube, which is full of character, even if it's, showing its age a bit. Then you have the raw energy of the New York City subway. It just perfectly captures that city's non-stop pace. In Chicago, the L train is basically an architectural tour from above the streets. And then there's Seoul's Metro, which is so clean and modern that the stations themselves are destinations, filled with shops and art.
And speaking of icons, we can't talk about London without mentioning the bus. Getting that front row seat on the top deck of a classic red double-decker, that's probably one of the best and cheapest city tours you can find anywhere on Earth. It's just a perfect London experience.
All right, let's get into my favorite category, the places where the ride isn't just part of the journey. The ride is the journey. This is when the transport itself is the main attraction.
I mean, just look at the Netherlands. The bicycle is king. The whole country, especially a city like Amsterdam, is built for cyclists. Renting a bike there isn't just a fun little thing to do, it's how you literally plug into the local way of life. You're not just seeing the city, you're feeling its unique, relaxed vibe. And then you have Venice, a city where the streets are literally made of water. Here, the boats and gondolas aren't some tourist trap, they're a public necessity. Gliding through those ancient canals, hearing the water lapping against historic buildings, that's the only way to really understand that city. It's a transport system just steeped in charm. And over in San Francisco, you've got the world-famous cable cars. This isn't just a ride. It is a physical thrill. Clean to the side as you hear that bell clang and the car pulls you up those crazy steep hills. It's an unforgettable piece of American history in motion. And in Taiwan, you find something truly special. These little scenic railways. Lines like the Alishan Forest Railway slowly snake their way up into the mountains through these misty, magical forests. Here, the journey is the entire point. It's not about speed, it's about slowing down and just soaking in the incredible nature right outside your window. So, we've seen how amazing all these different systems can be. But how do you actually use them without getting totally stressed out? Well, let's get you set up with a Traveler's Smart Toolkit so you can navigate all this like a total pro. All right, here are the keys to the kingdom. First, always get a local travel card, like Suica in Japan or an Oyster in London. It just saves so much hassle. Second, and this is a game changer, travel outside of rush hour. Your comfort level will thank you.
Third, try to learn a few basic words like exit or ticket. It helps a ton. And of course, use your phone. Real-time apps mean you're never left guessing. But the most important tip, mix it up. Take the subway, then a bus, maybe even a ferry. That's where the real adventure is.
At the end of the day, a transportation ticket isn't just a pass to get you to a place on a map. It's a ticket to a story about a city's history, its culture, and its people. So I guess the only question left is, what story is your next ticket gonna tell? Thanks for joining us.